What's going on? Battle rap culture. This is Battle Rap Hall of Fame. I am Random, your battle rap analyst. Shouts out to the whole culture. This blog is really going to be about the people who actually add to the culture of battle rap. Okay, I'm gonna shout these guys out. But see, what happens first when a lot of bloggers come into it, the media, one way to get your name up, get your fame up, get your subscribers up is to come in and just start picking on someone and just calling them out, start dissing them, diss one blogger, diss another blogger, and then it'll kind of get the ball moving and stuff like that. That's not what this is about. Rather, I want to shout some of these brothers out because on the whole, regardless of which one you like, which blogger you might like, on the whole, they all bring something to the culture, meaning between battles, they give us commentary, they expose things, they give us a different perspective, something to talk about, they give us interviews, they promote the fight, they give recaps and breakdowns, they go on and on and on. So these brothers out here are really adding to the culture. So when you look at it from a bird's eye view, looking at the battle rap culture as a whole, these brothers are really pushing the culture forward and giving us something in between battles. And sometimes they're even discovering, new battle rappers and saying, hey, you know what? Maybe you guys need to take a look at this guy or that guy. Okay, so these guys, I really got to shout out. I don't need to, take shots and anything like that. Anybody can, come under criticism and come under scrutiny. I mean, we've seen, bloggers, they get real personal and stuff like that, which that's okay for some drama, if you want a little bit of drama, but let's just keep it on the positive side for right now. And let's just say something that's good about these brothers. Let's shout out these brothers who, had a passion for battle rap and say, you know what, I'm going to talk about it. I want to share my opinion on it and stuff. And these guys have just exploded, and then you got some people who are just now coming into the media arena of battle rap, but they're good. They're coming with good quality content. And the best thing about it is that they're pushing each other to be better. And that's better for the cultures. That's better for the fans. Because when it comes to battle rap cultures, there's three important components, three parties that are involved. One, the battlers themselves. Two, the fans of the battlers. And three, the bloggers or the media. So shout out to the battle rap media. We'll go ahead and recognize a few people that I just want to shout out. First, in no particular order whatsoever, but Jay Black. I like Jay Black. I like this guy. This guy here, he's funny. He brings a little bit of humor. He draws you in, keeps you interested. And like another blogger had said when he gave him a shout out, he said that he drops clues sometime. He does some promotion. So one blogger might not like him, but then another blogger, they love him. But see, hey, he adds to the culture. Okay, he's definitely one of the big dogs in the battle rap blogger sphere. So I like the brother. Very funny, gets along with everybody. I like him. Chris Unbiased. Okay, some people love him, some people don't. But what he brings to the table, he gives good breakdowns. He's not afraid to give you his opinion, whether they like him or not. He gives some definitely good insight and perspective. He's like, look, I just want to give to the culture. I just want to tell the people, my opinion and point of view. And it doesn't even matter if some of these battlers hate him. A lot of battlers come and they attack him and they talk about him. And but he still gives their opinion, gives his opinion, and he still try to do, an unbiased review. He still try to do an untold truth, So this brother, he comes at it, and sometimes he adds some humor too, like when he's ironing a shirt, who raised these dudes. I mean, he got some good stuff. The dude got some good stuff. Okay. He's quiet, analytical. Jay Black, get a little humor in there, stuff like that, which is going to bring me to Angry Fan. Man, this dude here, he just got in his own lane. Shout out to Caps over Angry Fan. He just he just got in his own lane. You know, I was looking at this guy in the garage throwing stuff around. One of the blogs he did, one of my favorite blogs from Angry Fan is the when he was talking about Averb, when Averb lost. Okay, when Averb had this loss, oh man, when Averb took that L, Angry Fan went off and it was hilarious. I watched it a couple times. I couldn't believe it, man. I really respect what he does. He has more of that the name says it all, you know, the Angry Fan. He has that intense recap to it. You know, he tense, he talks you know, street is rough or whatever, but the dude gives fair assessments and he keeps it. He try to keep everything on battle rap. When the fans and when the battlers and everybody lose focus, he always trying to bring them back on battle rap. He's like that get in your face kind of coach. Okay, you know, he ain't always nicey and stuff like that, but he kind of gets in your face and he's like, no, you know, let's, you know, it's battle rap. Aren't you supposed to be trying to win? Okay, isn't it about the win? Things like that. So he's a in your face kind of battle rap blogger, and he just keeps it real. He keeps it street. I mean, hey, shouts out to Angry Fan. Okay, so shouts out to Jay Black, shout out to Chris Unbiased, and shout out to Angry Fan. These guys, man, that's the tip top right there. That's the tip top. But we still got some other top dudes who came in a little bit later, and they are still holding it down, and they have their own lane and their own flavor when they talk about this battle rap stuff. Okay, so you got Piper Boy Williams, and he has a nice character that he has when he delivers his information. Okay, it kind of has like a little TMZ type stuff because he does a little exposing and stuff like that, but he brings some humor into it, and you know, he'll definitely give you his opinion regardless of how people feel about it, and that's what most of all these dudes do. That's mostly what they do. So, you know, shout outs to Piper Boy Williams. Sometimes he incorporate white wife in his blogs and stuff. The dude, you know, dude's funny. He comes with it. He brings it, and he's starting to bring more and more content out there. And dude, you know, he just does his thing. You know, he does his thing. I mean, he comes off as authentic, you know, and he's the kind of person who don't take my humor or my kindness for weakness kind of thing, because, you know, he kind of got out of character when someone, you know, start talking trash about him and stuff like that. But that just lets you know that he's real and he's just trying to entertain the people. So speaking of, you know, entertaining the people, dude came on the scene not even a year ago, and he just really kind of exploding, and that's Battle Truth, or the Battle Truth channel. I know his name's not Battle Truth, but he's so closely associated with the brand he's building. But it's Battle Truth, you know, and he was kind of a contrarian. Okay, he's kind of a contrarian. He just went against the grain of the popular opinion or something. Popular opinion can say XYZ battle rapper won, and then he'll come back and say that his opponent won, and here's why, and he'll give his opinion on that. So he's been a little bit of a contrarian. He's been on various platforms, you know, of his quote unquote co-bloggers. I don't want to say competitors, but co-bloggers, and he's been able to hold his own for the most part, and he's also been able to bring a level of humor into what he does. A lot of his humor, he just brings it in. It seems to come off natural, but it's good. It's good. I mean, one of my favorite blogs from him is when he blogged about T-Rex caught up in the act. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys know that I actually watch these guys. I actually listen to their blogs. I'm subscribed to them. You know, most of them that I think I hit the bell so I can get the chime anytime they bring something out. They add to this culture. Okay, I actually watch these guys. You know, they actually add to this culture. I listen, you know, look at their predictions, look at their recaps, listen to their interviews, things like that. These guys really add something to it. So shout out to both Piper Boy Williams and Malachi over at Battle Truth. Man, you guys, you gotta keep it up, man. You guys are really bringing something to the culture for those in-between times when some of these leagues are just taking forever in a day to drop some of these battles. So I love what you guys are doing. The battle rap fans, they need the content that you guys are bringing forth. But I'm not done with some shout outs. Minnesota Luke. Okay, I don't know, you know, how many of you guys even subscribe to his channel. Look at Minnesota Loop. This dude here, this dude's a historian, man. This dude, he can bring up some battles that you just never even heard of. And what I'm saying is that I'm talking about the battles. I'm not talking about battle rappers. Okay, he'll give you a battle rapper that you do know, but you didn't know that this battle rapper did this or that. You don't know he had a battle with this person or that person. You don't know he traveled all the way over here to this state or this country or that country. You don't know. This dude is a straight historian. One of my favorites. I saw one of the greatest battle rappers of all time at the Source. He definitely revealed some stuff I didn't know about the Source. Okay. He doesn't come off as biased. He looks at all the other leagues. You know, he'll look at your King of the Dot till he seemed to look at, you know, all the ones that now defunct, you know, whether it's Grind Time or, you know, he'll look at some A Hat. He you know, URL, I mean, anything. Okay, this dude is a straight historian because, you know, if you're gonna do all your homework, you got to love what you are doing. Okay, all these guys, most of these guys doing some 9 to 5, you know, yeah, they make a little bit of internet money, you know, with the advertising and stuff like that. But for the most part, as far as I can tell, when I'm looking at their blogs, they're still working. They're still working. They're still grinding, still trying to do, you know, what they have to do. But they're doing this in their free time, one, because they love it. And yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with a little extra money. So Minnesota Luke, I dubbed this guy as a historian. I don't know if he dubs himself as a historian, but I definitely dub him as a historian. So if I need to look back at battle rap and look back and learn something, this dude would teach you about battle rap. This dude is definitely a historian. Okay. I still got a few more people I want to shout out. So shout out to Minnesota Luke, man. Keep up the good work, brother. You got some young guns coming up. You got Corey got bars coming in, doing his thing. I'm watching some of his things. He just, at the time of this blog, he just got over 300 subscribers and stuff. He's grinding slow and steady, wins the race. Again, he likes the passion of the game. He's telling it like it is. He sees something in a particular league he don't like, he's going to speak on it. He's going to say something about it. Okay, so I definitely love what Corey is doing. He's trying to keep it real, trying to keep it raw, and he is trying to keep it going and deliver us a little bit more content, a little bit of a different perspective on some of it. And that's the beauty of it, that a lot of these bloggers, they have a different perspective. That way you got more information, okay? And they may come up with a point that you didn't think of. You say, you know what? I didn't look at it that way. And that's what these brothers are bringing to the table. So shout out to Corey Got Bars. Another dude out there, the Sun God, okay? This dude here, he's coming with some good videos. Okay, he got some good channel art on his you know, the thumbnails on his videos. He's really getting better. He's coming better and better and better, and he's coming with a really good perspective. One of the battles that I should say videos. One of the blogs that he put out was when he was addressing URL about how they're promoting the traffic, you know, traffic cars, and not showing much love to the West Coast. Love that blog, brother. I watched many of your other blogs, you know, Give Cortez Another Chance. I watched and a few more. I don't got it right in front of me, but I watched a few more. I'm actually trying to get around to all of them, and I got a bunch of them. And brother, you got a good perspective on what you're saying. You know, I know I saw the blog you're talking about, Sue Surf, and then you had to do a follow-up blog and stuff like that. And you know, you promote some positive stuff. So, you know, shouts out to, you know, the Sun Guy. He is doing his thing. Keep going, brother. Just keep going, because you are pumping out some good quality content. So you just keep going. Last couple of people, you know, Rome DMV, I'm shouting him out because, hey, you know what, he's doing his DMV thing. He got a couple of his friends are actual battle rappers. He's given a different one. I mean, when he was doing the predictions for the, you know, the Born Legacies and stuff like that, that was good, getting people on the phone. You know, he hang out with Jack Bar Maine and Ryder, and, you know, so we kind of get to see another side of the battle rapper. So that's adding to the culture too. Okay, that's adding to the culture. Kind of get to know these battle rappers instead of just seeing them just on stage at an event and that's it. So he's coming with it. He's making it interesting. You know, he got the tickets challenge. You know, submit bars to him, and you can win some tickets and stuff like that. So the brother, you know, he's doing really good. I saw when he accepted the challenge against Jerry West. I don't know if that's going to go down, but This just to let you know, guys, I'm a big fan of the battle rap culture. That's why I address the culture, and that includes, the leagues and the bloggers and the fans, and the battlers themselves. Okay, this is one big organism um that has a whole lot of components out there. So shout outs to Rome DMV. And I can't get to everybody, but last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead, PSA podcast. This dude does dope interviews. He get people on the line and he does dope interviews. And for the most part, most everyone has integrity, meaning they'll say something about someone, and even if they get that person on the phone, they'll still say, yeah, that, I said this about you, I said that about you, whatever. They just keeping it real. They say, or they'll say, hey man, I thought you lost. I thought you lost that battle, man. What happened? What's on your mind? That kind of thing. And so, Three Letter Man over at PSA Podcast, does the same thing. Now, like I said, if anybody got personal beefs or anybody got personal grudges or whatever, I'm not in that. And I'm not going to be here to promote that, because it has nothing to do with me. And I don't want to get caught up in the drama of that. I'm just appreciating the culture for what it is. So shout out to, PSA Podcast, because the dude comes with some interviews and he really talks to the people, and he really knows his hip hop history. He's a fan of battle rap. He loves hip hop, and it comes through in his interviews, and it comes through in his exchange with anybody who's on the show with him. So I appreciate that as well. I saw one interview, he was talking about some stuff that, I didn't even know where he was coming from. I was like, well, who's this person he talking about? Who's that person he talking about? So the dude, got a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the world of hip hop. And so that's one of the things that I really want to do in this particular blog. I just want to do a shout out to the battle rap media. You guys keep doing your thing. We don't have to do a whole lot of infighting, because what we got to remember is really this whole cross section of fans, whatever that number is. If there's, a million fans, and of course that's an arbitrary number, but if there's a million fans, those same million fans really listen to and watch all of you guys. Really, that's really what it is. I mean, I just named all these people, and I'm subscribed to all of these channels because I love the culture and I get that information. Okay, me being down south for the time being, I don't get to go out to all these events. You guys have a lot of man on the street and stuff like that. So, brothers, you guys keep doing what you're doing. Keep feeding the fans. Keep everyone engaged, because we appreciate what you guys doing. Me, hey, I'm a new person into the media sector of this whole thing, and I'm just learning from you guys, and I'm entertained from you guys. I just want to build something and give something to the culture, which is why building Battle Rap Hall of Fame, so I can get the input from the bloggers like you guys, and I can also get the input from the fans and say, okay, let's make this official. And that's what it's all about. So this whole podcast is really about recognizing what makes up the battle rap culture. So with that, it's about the bloggers. So shout out to the battle rap media. It's about the fans. Shout out to the battle rap fans, and shout out to the battlers themselves for putting on shows. Battle Rap Hall of Fame. This your boy Random, the battle rap analyst. Rock with me. Comment, rate, subscribe. Salute.